You're going to learn exactly how to close a commercial cleaning contract, what to do before you do a walkthrough, what to do during the walkthrough, and how to follow up with them and send them the right documents so they can go with you. And not only that, but I'm also going to show you what to do once that contract has been confirmed. And now let's start with the first point, what to do when they reach out to you. Because the first step is setting up the walkthrough. And depending how you got that walkthrough, whether it came from your website through digital marketing, or maybe you had cold callers doing phone calls for you and they booked the appointment for you, or maybe they called you, or maybe they emailed you, or maybe they requested a quote directly from your website. So if the quote came from email or your website, you can usually set up the walkthrough directly from your email just by emailing them back and forth, asking them the location, the frequency of cleaning, and when they're available for a walkthrough. Or let's say if the walkthrough was booked by one of your cold callers, or maybe the client called you, then you can also set up the walkthrough directly by talking to the person that reached out to you. Or you can set up the walkthrough over the phone. But the first thing we must do whenever we get a walkthrough or a request for a quote, we have to qualify the lead. Is it worth it for us? So usually we like to ask, how often are they looking to get cleaning done? A little description about the cleaning services, because if they want us to do some weird, because sometimes we get some weird requests like cleaning some equipment, the backyard of a company for a one-time service. We don't do that. We do recurring, regular cleaning. That's ongoing, like janitorial services, cleaning the offices on an ongoing basis. Something that's very simple to do. We don't do all the requests like cleaning the backyard or cleaning some backsplash on the ceiling. None of that. We want to focus where the money is. So that's why we want to first qualify the client and build some rapport. The moment they know that we exist, we have to appear like an established company. So as you can see my screen, this is kind of like the script we have whenever we get a walkthrough through one of the cold callers. Basically, we want to confirm the walkthrough, qualify the lead if it's worth it, confirming the information and the date of the walkthrough, and basically expressing some appreciation. Usually, walkthroughs can last anywhere between 10 minutes to 1 hour. And before we show up to the walkthrough, we want to have something to take notes with. We want to appear professionally. So either wear something formal or wear like a polo shirt with your company logo, something that's going to make you appear like a professional. Do not show up with jeans and a hoodie and empty handed. Always have your business card and something to take notes with. And whenever we're doing these walkthroughs, sometimes you can close the contract on the spot if you're talking to a small contract. But most of the times, the contracts are closed after you do the walkthrough. So you do the walkthrough, and then when you go home, you're going to put a proposal together and you're going to send it over to them. And then you're going to follow up with them consistently. And they either go with you or they go with someone else. Depending on the things you do, the things you say during the walk, how your company appears online, the things they see through your website, your follow up sequence, the things you do can either, you c- basically, you can have an average closing rate or you can double your closing rate if you're doing it strategically. But during the walkthrough, as soon as you meet with the client, you're going to mention them by their name. You're going to build rapport with them. And then you're going to ask them what made them reach out today. Basically, you want to see their pain points so you can provide a solution for them. And then as you're walking around, you're going to be doing an inspection together and go over all the weaknesses that they're going through and how you're going to solve them. And as you're walking around this walkthrough, you're basically going to mention certain things so you can stand out from everyone else. Remember, guys, it's not about being the cheapest, it's about being the best cleaning provider. People know what happens when they go with the cheapest one. They don't get the best quality. So, as we're doing the walkthrough, we basically want to be the best choice. So, the things we say are very important. So here's a list of all the things we go over. There's a couple more things. You want to go over the weaknesses and basically provide a solution. And then you want to say a lot of things have been accumulating. So you have to come in here to a deep clean top to bottom to make a transformation and then keep the place clean afterwards. And we usually tell them that's usually an extra charge. But since this is a recurring contract, it's going to be on us just so we can go in there and make a transformation because this quality that they're receiving right now, it's unacceptable. So that's another winning point. Another thing, you want to appear very OCD. So make it seem like your cleaning quality is top notch. Another thing we go over, we'll provide everything needed to get the cleaning done, all the cleaning supplies and cleaning equipment. Another thing you want to go over is social proof. Mention how you have buildings and contracts just like their building. So if you're doing a dental clinic walkthrough, you want to mention how you have experience doing other medical facilities and their sanitation practices. Or let's say if you're doing a walkthrough in a factory, you want to mention how you have experience doing heavy duty cleaning because you have clients just like them. Another point is going over the long term satisfaction. Another thing you want to mention that you're insured bonded. Another thing you want to mention is that you provide fast communication. So if there's any problems, you fix it right away. And then we kind of scare them off saying, you don't want to get a company that takes a week to respond. And all these things you're going to mention as you're walking with them. And then once you finish looking around, you're going to ask them to sit down for a minute so you can go over a few things about your business. And that's when you can fully cover all the winning factors, why they should go with you. But remember, don't talk too much. Let them talk, have a normal conversation, and mention these winning points as you're talking to them. Because if you just talk, the engagement goes down. So let them talk and mention these winning points throughout the conversation. And as you guys can see on my screen, there's a lot more factors that go behind the walkthrough process, like not mentioning that we use subcontractors or having the proposal printed in case we come across a small walkthrough and the owner wants to move forward on the spot. We can get that signature right away. Or if the decision maker is not in the walkthrough, we're going to ask them what's their email so we can forward the proposal to them as well. Or increase in the frequency. So if the client only wants 3 days a week cleaning, why not 5 days? So just like that, we can increase our revenue by 30, 40%, or losing a contract because you talk too much. And there's so much more that goes behind this business. And remember, if you're doing everything yourself, you're going to learn the hard way. Six-figure mistakes. You're going to spin your tail for several years when you can start doing everything the right way from the start so you can start getting results right away. And this is what I tell you guys, work with Cleaning Launch. It is the best thing you can do for yourself. Have a mentor by your side. Get all the systems and SOPs. So first, you guys can have a closing process in place so you can double the chances of winning contracts and then having lead systems in place so you guys can get walkthroughs every single week. And a lot of people rather learn the hard way. They spend tens of thousands of dollars on Google Ads just to have them work when they can have them working right away. And having these lead systems set up inside your business, fully done with you. So you don't have to guess anything. Having the VA set up to do thousands of phone calls on your behalf every week and having the Google Ads running without wasting any money on bad leads, doing the mass email marketing campaigns. And there is so much more to the business. Be the wise person to join the shortcut and stop guessing everything. So remember, guys, the best thing you guys can do is work with Cleaning Launch. Have me as your mentor because I can save you 5 years and hundreds of thousands of dollars in mistakes. I have many clients who already do 7 figures per year. very smart individuals. And if I was able to help them double the business, imagine what this will do for your own business. So take advantage of this because someone that has all the systems set up, they rather just do franchising and grow their business. And I'm helping you do this for your own business without taking any equity or sharing the contract profits or putting you under my company. None of that. I'm simply here to help you grow your own business. But going back to this document, after you do the walkthrough, you're gonna go home and you're gonna estimate how much you're gonna price this contract. I have another video that goes over how to price them, but basically you're gonna estimate the pricing and then you're gonna put a winning proposal together. Most proposals I've seen are pretty bad. They're not winning proposals. So this is why I tell people either you're gonna learn the hard way when you get a client that's multi six figure per year and they go with someone else because your proposal sucked. And I've seen many proposals out there, and almost every single time I see a proposal template, it's not a winning proposal. So just like that, six figures gone. So be wise enough to do this the right way from the start. Anyways, you're going to put that proposal together. You're going to put your workers' comp, insurance certificate, your brochure, some references, and then you're going to email the client. Make sure to have good email tonality. And then you're going to follow a follow up sequence so you can follow up with them strategically. Remember, most sales are done during the follow ups. And basically, there's going to be three outcomes after that. Either one, they go with you, or they don't go with you. And then we ask them why. We ask them for some feedback, or they ghost you. So, those are the three outcomes that happen when you're sending proposals and following up with them. If you won the contract, you're basically going to set up a walkthrough summary a few days before you actually start cleaning. So you're going to go there, pick up the entry keys. You're going to pick one for you and one for the cleaner. The one for you is going to be for inspections. And you're going to do this a few days before the contract actually starts to basically do a summary of the scope of work, pick up the entry keys, get the alarm code and the alarm instructions, dumpster location, if there's a gate to the building, which doors have to be open or locked, where the owner's office is so you can prioritize that location, the emergency phone number in case the alarm goes off, if there's areas to cover or not cover, the janitorial communication binder, and the finance or accountant's email. So whenever there's invoicing questions, or let's say if they're overdue, we're gonna bother the accounting department and not the decision maker. This is a small practice that we do to increase our retention rate because a business is multidimensional. Let's say you win contracts, but if you cannot maintain a quality service or do little things that can hurt the client relationship, like bothering them over overdue invoices or asking them some question about a direct wire transfer. You basically want to have good retention rate practices so you can keep these contracts for many years. Because if you can keep a contract for 5 years versus 1 year, that alone can 5x your business. If you're keeping contracts for 1 year because your quality sucks versus 5 years, that practice alone will 5x your business if you can have these retention practices in place. And there's so much more in the business. This is why I tell people get a mentor, get all the systems that already are built for you. Over 20,000 office hours went into this. Don't be the cheap person that tries to save everything and move like a snail. Or do not be the person with a big ego who thinks they can do it all by themselves. Be the wise person and join Cleaning Launch. It's the best thing you can do. And I apologize if I'm doing too much self promotion. I literally just want to save you. I have seen people that do everything themselves and those who join the shortcut. And after changing so many lives, it's my duty to save you and help you build that 7 figure business. Thank you so much for watching and watch my other videos. And if you're serious in working one on one, simply go to my website, cleaninglaunch.com, watch all my testimonials, and book a Zoom call if you're ready to move forward. And we'll see you on the other side.